Hi friends, this is Dr. Abdequaem Chimthanawala. Today I would like to share my experience of a remedy, sulfur iode. And specifically, I would only like to share the mental symptoms of sulfur iode which I have seen and confirmed in my practice. Sometimes it happens that although we can't tell sulfur iode is a very rare medicine, but sometimes we fail to forget these remedies because their mental symptoms are somewhat uh, different from other remedies. Like for instance, in sulfur iode, the first symptom that you should remember is the absent-mindedness. And the absent-mindedness of uh, sulfur iode is so important that absent-minded while reading. A very very important symptom, absent-minded while reading, and especially you have to compare sulfur iode with nux moscata, phosphoric acid, and lachesis. Now in lachesis it is also written, and that's why we fail to uh, see the symptoms of sulfur iode. Sulfur iode, my friends, do remember in this symptom, absent-minded while reading. And a sulfur iode patient, if you see a sulfur iode patient, cannot do business. It is beautifully written in a Mathematica, incapacity for business. A sulfur iode is not a good businessman. So whenever you are taking a case and you have to take that case in different angles, what is the profession of the patient? How is the patient? How is doing in his profession? Is he successful or not? And then you can get these symptoms out of the patient. That is incapacity for business, sulfur iode. There are a lot many of remedies, incapacity for business. You can think about Cilicia, Lycopodium, Chinum sulph, ferrum, causticum. Also, these remedies have incapacity for business. And in sulfur iode, the concentration of the patient is very difficult, especially difficult while studying, difficult while reading. That's why I told you absent-minded reading while. So concentration difficult while studying and while reading. And of course, because of this, the patient suffers from want of self-confidence. So these symptoms you have to remember in sulfur iode in order to prescribe sulfur iode. And sulfur iode has a delusion, a very very important delusion. That is delusion. He sees dead persons. Delusion. He sees dead persons. Now the dreams. Dreams also match to the delusion. That is dreams of dead people. Dreams of dead people is a very very important indication of sulfur iode. Like delusion of dead person he sees, dreams of dead person also, that is also sulfur iode. As you go further in sulfur iode mind, a sulfur iode has a very very characteristic symptom, that is aversion to domestic duties. Aversion to domestic duties. You can tell a housewife, she does not want to cook food, she does not want to clean the house, she does not like that. She has aversion to domestic duties, and that's a very important symptom of sulfur iode. You have to remember this symptom in order to prescribe sulfur iode. Sulfur iode basically has fear of slight exertion. If it does exertion, the patient has a lot of fear of exertion. In fact, fear of slight exertion, you have to remember sulfur iode. It is written in a Mathematica, fear of slight exertion, one remedy, sulfur iode. Fear of exertion is also there, but with sulfur iode, then there are a lot of other remedies like phosphorus, phosphoric acid, tarantula, tabacum. These remedies have fear of exertion, but fear of slight exertion, only one remedy, sulfur iode. Or you can say fear that something will happen. Fear that something will happen, sulfur iode. Fear of misfortune, sulfur iode. Hence, if you see a sulfur iode patient is frightened very easily, especially on waking. This is a very very important symptom of sulfur iode. So because a lot of fears, a lot of delusion, a sulfur iode patient is always in a hurry. Remember this symptom very well. Always in a hurry. And with this symptom, you have to remember few remedies. Always in a hurry. These remedies are always in a hurry. First, sulfur iode. Dalkamara. I have seen very good results with Dalkamara with this symptom, always in a hurry. Naxomika, Cilicia, and Staphysaceae. These remedies, it is written in a Matermedica. In fact, arsal flavum is also there. I had a case of vitiligo where I cured with arsal flavum. These were the symptoms. The one of the symptom was always in a hurry. So these 5-6 remedy with sulfur iodide, you have to remember and compare sulfur iodide with this. That is an important thing. Especially if you see in sulfur iodide, hurried while waking. The patient is very hurried while waking. So these are the symptoms of sulfur iodide which I have seen in my practice. In fact, if you see sulfur iodide is written beautifully that the patient neglects household. The patient neglects the household. As I told you, aversion to domestic duties, it is written neglects household. So this is there in sulfur iodide. And in sulfur iodide, if you see, the senses are blunted, or there are dullness of senses, and that's why the sulfur iodide patient has inclination just to sit. He is just sitting. That is sulfur iodide, because of the dullness, because of this symptom, that is inclination to sit. Of course, there are many of other remedies which have inclination to sit, but one of them is sulfur iodide. And in sulfur iodide, if you see, he has lot of thoughts which are very tormenting thoughts, persistent thoughts, wandering thoughts, sulfur iodide. Now, if you see tormenting thoughts, sulfur iodide, compare that with nitramure, nitric acid, lachesis, lycopodium. All these remedies have tormenting thoughts, but sulfur iodide has basically tormenting thoughts, persistent thoughts, wandering thoughts. That is sulfur iodide. And to sum up sulfur iodide mind, I would just like to add one symptom, that is the patient has weeping, especially the weeping is aggravated in the evening. So these few symptoms of sulfur iodide, do think when the patient tells you this symptom. Go through this video once, twice, and thrice so you will understand what I mean to tell something about sulfur iodide. Of course, many of symptoms are there in a Matermedica, but these symptoms I have seen in my practice, confirmed with my patient, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. So if you like this video, my friends, do share and subscribe. Thank you.